Hello and welcome. So today we are going to play the second episode of Cities in Motion. So if you remember last episode we built a tramway going from east to west. Today we are going to build a bus line going from north to south. So let us look at our achievement from last episode. This is the tramway going from east to west. Now we are going to find a nice spot going from north to south in order to build a bus line. I suggest we build two separate parts, one in the north and one in the south, in order to stay away from crossing roads with the tramway. So let us first pick which street we want to drive on. I suggest the main road in the center. It's going all the way down, and at the bottom we have a nice circular road in order to get our transport line to move back. So first, if you remember, we have to place some stops, but now we have to place some bus stops. So one bus stop at the beginning, and then we place bus stops along the way. As you may have noticed, at the moment there's a fire in the city and it's quite devastating for my FPS. So as you can see, it's below 10 FPS most of the time. As soon as the fire stops, my FPS will get a little bit higher, around 15-20 FPS. And also if we move away from fire, I don't know exactly where it is, it will also improve. One thing you can do is connect different lines with each other. The way you do that is you place the bus stop or tram stop within the area of influence of a different bus stop. So if I place the bus stop over here, you can see the white line is the border of the influence. So our tram stops are close enough for the passengers to walk from one line to another. This enables you to make different crossing roads between lines in order to get passengers from one area in the city to a different area. So I think I've placed enough bus stops. So now we have to create a new bus line. Herman goes north, south, and add some stops. So our first stop as you can see, if we had built this line all the way from north to south, it would have been a bit too large. So this is not always a problem, but if you get traffic jams, it's possible that all your buses get stuck on one side of the city and too many people are waiting for a bus on the other side of the city. So always be careful with long lines. I tend to pick some long lines in the beginning and then finish the city with some closer, smaller areas and lines. So as you can see, we have 14 stops, and now we have to choose some new buses. We have 3 different buses we can choose from, and as I have mentioned with the trams, I choose the highest capacity as long as the fuel consumption is not too high. So as you can see, the Pavlov Extended is the same rand as the tram, has the highest capacity. It's not very fast, and it costs quite a bit in fuel consumption, but we are going for this one, just for the sake of capacity. So I think we need quite a lot of them, but as you can see, our budget at the moment is too low. So we can do 2 things, or you can wait and wait until you have enough money, or you can loan the money from the bank. So if you don't want to wait 5 years, you're gonna have a loan. Let's look for a nice one. So we have 3 options for different periods. So this one is 3 years, 2 years, and 5 years. If I choose the one where I have to pay back in 2 years, I guess my financial situation will become too difficult. So I have to choose one. Yes, I have to choose one with a higher payment period. So about 5 years is fine, but as you can see, the interest rates are very high. So the buses cost around $700. So if I borrow $3,000, then I can buy some buses. It's okay. Let us try. It won't be enough for the whole line, and you will see a lot of people will be waiting for a bus to come. But as soon as we get some more money, we will buy more buses. So let's find one. Yes, over here is one. As you can see, it's quite a big bus, and if I remember correctly, it can carry 22 passengers. So now we increase our ticket price, especially on the buses, because we don't have a lot of buses. We make the prices high enough, so not a lot of people want to go on the bus. So we don't get an overflow of passengers, and also we earn a lot of money. I'm also gonna change the prices of tramway, because we need more money to pay the loan back. So okay. As you can see, we have a nice road going from north to south. We already have some people waiting, and if we can't pay and buy some more buses soon, you will see this number will increase, and it's possible to have waiting lines for more than 100 people. So let's hope it won't come this far, and let's hope that people use our connection between the tramway line 1 and bus line 1. This way they can go from north to south and east to west. Let us make this clear on the minimap. So as you can see, north to south and east to west. I'm now going to speed it up so we can see how our bus line is doing, and hopefully buy some more buses, because if we fail to do so, there won't be any more episodes, because we will go bankrupt very fast. So let's speed up.
Hey, Maria. Hey, Maria.
Okay, so at the bottom you can see some news. We have a new bus available. Factory launches Pathfinder City. So let's look at the new bus. Pathfinder City has a capacity of 20 passengers and fuel consumption of 13. So this might not seem as a whole lot better, but the likelihood of breakdown is very high on the Russian Pavlov Extended. You see 60% chance of breakdown instead of the much smaller chance from the Pathfinder City. So I suggest we buy some Pathfinder cities instead. So our line isn't doing very well. You can see the people in this stop are getting a little unhappy. Little yellow faces mean unhappy, and red faces mean angry. So we want some green faces, which mean happy. Now let us speed it up again. And when we have $1,000, I will buy another bus. So now we have $1,000, and I want to show you the problem of line 1. You can see we have 41 passengers waiting at this line and another 41 passengers waiting at this stop. So it's quite dramatic, and we need some more buses as fast as possible. So let's buy one more. And let's look it up. So over here is our new bus. You can see it's a bit smaller. It's only capacity of 20 passengers instead of 22, but it should be more reliable in the future. Next, we are going to continue building to the north, making a line from here going up to the small village and the business center. You can see it has a lot of working places and will need a whole lot of buses to transport. So this seems a nice moment to start this episode. Between this episode and the next one, I'm going to gather some more money in order to start the next episode without having to fast forward every time. So next episode, new line and hopefully some new buses for bus line 1. Thanks for watching and bye.